Okay, looks like we're live. Sound check. Yep, lights are moving. All right, so hello. My name is Jeremy Quintana, and I am researching your company, assuming you're from this company. So, yeah, so Ben reached out to me a couple days ago to pitch a couple of companies that wanted to get connected. This one was the top of my list. So today, um, we have about 53 minutes and 48 seconds before my laundry needs to get taken out of the dryer. And we're going to use that time to discover what exactly this company is so that when I get on a call with hopefully you, um, I will know what I'm talking about. So this is a little bit of an issue because I am starting from ground zero. So you're going to see my thought process as I go through this company here. So yeah, I've got a notes doc set up, um, and we are just going to get straight into it. So um, the first thing that I'm noticing is that this appears to be an integration for HubSpot. I have no idea what that is or what it does. So I pulled up this video, um, which might explain it, but it feels a little weird to watch a video while I'm live streaming, so I'm going to put that away. Um, Maybe HubSpot itself can tell me what they are. I know it's some kind of CRM software. Oh, there's a Wikipedia page. I wonder if there's any typos and I can edit it. Okay. So inbound marketing, sales, and customer service, that seems to be what this is about, so that does make sense. Um, I think that's good enough for now, just knowing that it's like some kind of CRM platform. Um, okay, so yeah, what the heck is HubSpot? Some kind of CRM platform-ish. I'm sure they market it as having more than that. Now, what is Arrows? It's time to kill the next steps email, push deals forward with a personalized page for every prospect, share milestones, buyer resources, meeting summaries, and more, all informed by HubSpot data, okay? And empower your champion to sell when you're not in the room. Okay, sure. There's this word champion that I'm not too familiar with. I'm assuming this is like some kind of industry term because I've seen it twice now. Uh, what is a rep? Creates a personalized page for every deal, auto-filled with timelines, next steps, meeting notes, and sales collateral. Oh, also, by the way, there's like, so this is I'm not sure if I should be live streaming this, but it is a public page, so I'm assuming it's fine, you guys. Um, if I click through to your stuff, it does show up. So, um, yeah. There is I did kind of want to do a technical stream where I looked through Ruby on Rails because I've not used this before. I was going to go through this and then do a similar thing where I like talk through what I'm thinking as I go through this tutorial. Uh, but I think I want to learn what the company is first before I do that. Um, yes, so this is on the to-do list. Is Rails stream. I guess the first thing I'm thinking is like if it's a personalized page for every deal, So every single buyer that this provider is sending out gets their own page. That's really interesting. Okay. Let AI present the next resources to drive next steps. It wouldn't be a startup in 2025 if it did not have AI. Call transcripts, emails, notes from HubSpot to suggest the right content at the right time. That's interesting. Oh, okay. So it's not just like you're not just g- generating the page, you're also giving like training wheels to your sales reps. Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. See which stakeholders view your buyer resources. Analytics are always good. Reps can easily multi-thread across roles. Oh, okay, I see. So then if you have something that's like, I'm assuming, well, we'll follow the Seymour rabbit hole in a bit, but like, I'm assuming if you have multiple reps, like your product is like really big, you have a ton of different like silos, but there's certain things that don't fit into the silos. So you got like, I don't know, this person worked on this specific ad that took place in um, this marketing email. They can see it even if it's not in their silo per se. I'm assuming that's what I'm reading here. Seamlessly connected to HubSpot. Again, I've never used this thing, um, but yeah, a question I did have is like, I mean, okay, so HubSpot seems pretty big. I'm not gonna dash anything that has like eBay, DoorDash, Reddit, TripAdvisor, and Eventbrite. These seem like pretty big things. I am wondering, is there plans to scale this thing beyond just HubSpot? Am I reading this wrong? Because like the what I'm reading is that it's an integration with HubSpot, but maybe it's its own standalone thing. That'd be a pretty bad thing to get wrong. Okay, because I'm the reason I assumed it's just a HubSpot integration is because I'm seeing HubSpot everywhere. Okay, I'll write that down because I'm not quite sure. Is it just a HubSpot thing? Sorry for the clicking noises, by the way. I had a noise gate for my first disastrous music too loud stream, and I removed it. I do love pipelines. One thing I learned working at Wazy, one thing I learned running Wazy is that having pipelines for everything is very nice. It's like, okay, student sees this outreach email, where do they go? Okay, they're in the intro program, where do they go from there, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, because okay, I'm assuming it's just a HubSpot integration. Just. I have no idea the amount of work that entails. Clearly, because it's a whole company, maybe it's probably it's definitely a lot. But like, yeah, I don't know if this is even the right thing to focus on. But it does seem like a product that could be its own thing. I like this. This is a fun term. Okay, so we've skimmed the front page. Where do we go from here? We should probably check what champion is really quick. Uh, an influential person. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's not the sales rep, it's like the person inside the company that wants to buy your product and is championing for the company to buy your product. Okay, sick. All internal sales rep. I don't even know what to write down because it seems so self-explanatory now that I've learned about it. Uh, yeah, I have a graph in my head of what that looks like, but we'll just leave that there. Okay, as a time check. We have 44 minutes before the laundry's done. My man on a mission. Arrows is in the business of creating happy customers. I probably don't need to look at this right now, but I like this phrasing. Let's look at this first thing here. Oh, it's the same thing I was at.
It's time to kill the next steps email. And let me show you how with arrows. You just wrapped up a great call with a new prospect, but now what? You could
Okay, also, by the way, so the scale of this is interesting. So then it seems like it's a so personally, when I think of how I get advertised to, it's like to consumer, right? So I get ads or like marketing emails. I'm not on calls. So this is this scale is like you're hunting for whales rather than like fishing. So is this like a I am assuming this is like a B2B thing. I've heard that term like 10 times in my life. But I think I know what it means.
and dump everything into a long email with pricing, case studies, and links that'll just get lost in their inbox. Instead, imagine automatically packaging everything into one easy to share link for your buyer. This is Arrow's AI powered sales rooms, built for teams that run on HubSpot. But we didn't just stop there. We made it intelligent. That's why we built suggestions. These are proactive nudges powered by Arrow's intelligence and all the data you already have in HubSpot. Arrow's watches all
I'm curious if that's customizable because at least for me, and I know this is the way that ChatGPT is going as well, is like they're really pushing for it to be customizable. So it's like what I mean by that is like if my next step here wouldn't be milestones or add blocks from library, it would be something else. Am I able to change that so that like this bit is like up top? With that said, I did read an interesting blog post by Benedict who is like, it's essentially a reminder that you are not, for certain things, you are not the customer. Sorry, I was just checking the volume. Um, where, yeah, it's a good reminder. Like the questions I'm asking, it is plausible that uh, the customer, sorry, the person using this Aries thing would not ask this at all. So I'm gonna write it down, but it's probably not relevant. It's just what I would do, but I don't know if sales reps are built like that.
the data you already have in HubSpot. Arrows watches all activity on your deals in HubSpot and decides if and when something needs to be updated in the sales room.
Okay, it's probably really important for me to like see what HubSpot does, which I guess we're here, but we're gonna keep going.
There's no need for your team to dig through call recordings, notes, and emails because Arrows is doing it for you. The magic behind Arrows suggestions, notes, and emails because Arrows is doing it for you. The magic behind Arrow's suggestions is how it helps you with what you might not have remembered to do. So even when you're not thinking about a specific deal, Arrows is. And with one click, you can apply any suggestion to your room. Whether it's updating next steps and milestones from your last call, or adding those case studies and trial resources you promised to send, Arrow suggests the right resources to keep your deals moving forward. Most sales reps waste something like 20 or 30 minutes after each call, and we just cut that down to 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm curious what this guy's experience with sales reps is personally, because this is a role that I've not interacted with at all. So like I don't know what they do. Uh, I don't mean to say this as like he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean this as in like uh, I really want to know the story and like the deep experience that comes with being able to say that. Does that make sense? Like what I like about startups is that like reality has a lot of different steps. I really like this blog post. Um, and it's basically about a dude uh trying to build some basement stairs. So this seems really easy. Like you're just building stairs. But then like it goes into the amount of detail that goes into this. Like, do you see this? Um, I don't actually think I don't remember if this is like oh yeah, this is woodworking, I guess. Um, yeah, I don't even remember this whole thing. Anyways, the point is, like, I know when you're building for a startup, you got to really know your audience and customer. Um, like, know them so well that, uh, like, know them better than they know themselves, right? Like the Henry Ford quote on, like, if I asked my whatever what they wanted, they would have said faster horses, that sort of thing. So it's like, and clearly, like, people are using this. Clearly, people are using this. Um, Yeah, sorry, I just went on like a really wild tangent that didn't mean anything. I'll stop blazing.
Our room's updated and our buyers have everything they need, all in one link. Whether it's in sales or onboarding, it's all right here in one space. Arrows is trusted by over 1,200 sales and onboarding teams that run on HubSpot.
Okay, that's a lot.
So sign up today
Okay.
at arrows.to.
Shared workspace format. Yeah, this does make sense. Okay, so this is like a, so I'm looking at HubSpot right now. I'm sorry, like I'm asking all like the beginner 101 questions. You're probably like face palming right now so hard. It's like, because I'm just trying to parse what I'm looking at. So this is,
How it helps you with what you might not have remembered or suggestions through call recordings, notes, and emails, because Arrows is doing it for you. The magic behind
I just don't get how HubSpot works like as a platform. Sorry. Like, okay, so this is an integration with HubSpot, right? When I think integration, I think of like Chrome extensions or something, right? Like I pop open Twitter X and like I don't want to see likes because that prevents me from interacting with people. So like I have this extension that turns off likes. Um, so that's what I think of is like this thing on top of another thing. But this seems like it's even more integrated. So like I have no idea how the code base works for this. Yeah, this seems great. I like things that I'm going to leave that thought unfinished. Can I download HubSpot and like just check it out? So yeah, I want to see if I can download this thing because I feel like most of my questions would be answered. Okay, there is a free plan. There's a free plan. So we can maybe try this out. Let's install this app then. Might have to turn the camera off for a little bit because I don't want to leak what I'm doing. Be right back. Actually, that just turned my camera off. I need to turn this camera off. get started. Verify email. Time check 34 minutes. I'm currently stuck at a CAPTCHA. Perhaps I'm a robot. All right, we're gonna turn screen capture back on. I am going to assume the most relevant thing is sales pipeline. Oh, I use all of these. Let's do these two for now. Just kidding, I only use the two. Okay, so if I were to explain this product right now, it's an integration into HubSpot, which is this CRM and marketing platform, and it automates the after call next steps email. The way it does this is by providing tools for the sales rep of the person using HubSpot, sales reps of the people using HubSpot. Um, oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay. Sorry, I'm still like, so I'll give an example, I guess. So like something I'm doing for Lazy is helping to put on this uh I'm not gonna broadcast this, but like I'll hint at it. So um something I'm helping to do is coordinate a team of students, and we basically have this thing is just like a to-do list, basically. Um so I'll get to you in a second. What I'm reading here is that, and like to do this symposium, like we got to work with a lot of people. I'm happy to show this. Give me a second. Because these are publicly available information. So like we have to work with a lot of people. Um, I can think if I'm like creating an analogy to like sales and stuff, what this page is that after we have a like meeting with one of these people, we typically send like a follow-up email that's like, okay, thanks for joining. We're going to contact you later about X or Y or Z. And then internally, I have a to-do list for the people that I'm working with so that everyone's on board and knows what they need to do. So the setup for a sales rep team-ish wing of the company is that they have a bunch of sales reps, they have a bunch of people doing deals with a bunch of other people. And then instead of having an internal to-do list like I have um, in this doc here, the send like the next steps email is just is a to-do list that's shared between them and the people they're coordinating with, so that everyone's on board with like what happens next. Um, is that correct? Uh, it's taken me a grand total of 30 minutes to understand a really simple thing, but it's important to ask those kinds of questions. Yeah, autofilled with timelines, next steps, meeting notes, and sales collateral, so it's easy for buyers to stay on track. Yeah, okay, so you're making it like you can probably have an internal to do if you want, but like you're making it as transparent as possible for everyone on the team to be on board. Um, yeah, cool. That seems neat. Um, yeah, okay, and then as a part of providing this page, you have analytics on like, hey, uh, this person seems to be really looking at I don't know, the sales deck a lot. So sorry, I guess I don't know why that's relevant. Hold on. Um, yeah, see, I understand what this means now. I understand what this means. A selling tool for champions. I know now that like because you have this page of like timelines and stuff you've done and like all your information in one place, that person internally in the company can go, hey, this is why we should buy this thing. Sorry, I just thought of like a really recursive question. Uh, I'm sure you guys use this internally to um, to because like you do outreach to companies that would use your product, right? So like you probably use this as a demonstration, is like you hop on a call and say, hey, this is what our product does. And then after the call, you use your own product to keep up with it. Sorry, I've been reading Gödel Escherbach, which has themes of recurrence. Yeah, we can say recurrence. So that's kind of on the mind. Okay, I think I get what this is now. Yeah, I'm just so curious because like I've not developed um yeah. So it's like a plugin for HubSpot. Oh, this is the SEO stuff. I get it. This is not a frequently asked question. All right, we're gonna be done with the setup for now. I want to see why is this here? Oh my God. Okay. Can we put arrows on my free plan? Let's try it. Let's connect. Oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this. Uh, I guess forgive me if I do. I'll put my own site in. What the heck? Uh, we're gonna do sales. Sorry, when I think onboarding, I think of like I'm new to a team. Can you onboard me? What does this mean in this context? What is this? I've been looking at half the product this whole time. Or I guess a third of it. Let's continue. Let's put this on pause and look at this then.
I'm Daniel, the CEO of Arrows.
Hello, Daniel.
Arrows can totally transform your customer onboarding process.
Oh, I thought it was external music.
A lot of HubSpot
Oh
customers
my
have their
goodness.
onboarding process running in a HubSpot pipeline.
This looks like my calendar during finals.
They use this to track when customers have completed certain tasks and when or where certain customers are stuck. When you install Arrows, you can then add a customer-facing checklist to any deal, ticket, or custom object. Customers install Arrows to their HubSpot portal for two reasons. Number one, the customer-facing checklist is designed to build momentum so your customers complete their homework faster. And number two, our best-in-class HubSpot integration makes it possible to keep everything running entirely out of HubSpot. Each Arrows plan has tasks which are grouped into phases. But at the top of each plan, we're always guiding customers to the next task they need to complete. Arrows then takes users to a focused view of each task. There are numerous task types, so customers can almost always complete the task right on the page. There are document signatures on the page. There are document signatures, calendar embeds for booking calls,
Nice.
forms and file
Okay, I was gonna make a joke, but it wasn't that funny.
uploads for data intake, and many more. Now back on the deal where that plan was connected, you can see that we've completed a few tasks. We can also jump right to those tasks in the timeline view. We can see a preview over here in the right sidebar and even open the plan overview. And Arrows also syncs 35 data points with HubSpot properties, so you can power your entire onboarding process from within HubSpot. And in the onboarding pipeline, you'll see that each of these deals is connected to an Arrows plan. All of the properties and deal tags are powered by Arrows data synced in real time to HubSpot. And with these properties, you can trigger automations, run reports, and a lot more. It really is a perfect match.
Sorry. Sometimes things take a little bit to sink in. Uh, what is so okay. My initial thinking is that sales is like getting the company to buy your product. Onboarding is getting them to use it? Question mark. Oh boy. What is it? Help me. What is what is onboarding? I'm sure this is going to be another thing like Champion. Also, I'm pretty sure you can't read links. Um, okay, this is not helpful. There is no way you read that. I disbelieve it. That was a dangerous page to have live streamed. I'm pretty sure everything's blurred though, right? Yes, okay, cool. I don't know why I pulled it up a second time. I guess because like you could freeze frame it and it's better to know than to not. Quick time check. 20 minutes remain on the laundry front. Oh my God. Uh, is HubSpot explicitly a SaaS platform? Okay, this seems okay. So I remember earlier in the stream, I was a little bit skeptical because I'm like, it seems like this plugin thing is like you're tied to the success of HubSpot. If HubSpot goes down, uh, you go down. However, one, it's like that one like XKCD thing. Uh, you know the one I'm talking about where it's like, yeah, this one. So I'm probably like I'm skeptical because it seems to me like you guys are here, but like I don't know. It seems like it's kind of really big. So like this is not an issue. Um, which is why I was wondering like if this has plans to integrate into any other CRMs or if like the market of people like you're talking to, HubSpot is really the only CRM they use, like 99% of them or 90% of them even. Um, yeah, it's just like this is an entirely different ecosystem than I'm used to, so I'm asking 101 level questions. Um, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you make 2.63 billion, I was gonna say that's a sizable chunk of the GDP, but I'm probably thinking of a different country because isn't the GDP like trillions? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. Either way, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Um, let's get back to what onboarding is. So with 20 minutes left, I think I get sales rooms. Um, I'm still wondering about onboarding, and then anything I get on Arrow's intelligence is a nice to have. With that said, it is second in the list, so maybe I should be looking at that first. But is this not just like, whoa, I like this. You ever play Factorio? I think I speed ran Factorio in under 10 hours, but I could never get the under 8 hours. And I no longer have like a gaming PC, so unfortunately, it's out of the question. Sorry, can you tell it's a little bit late? I'm getting off track a little bit. Okay, so is Acme.com like an accepted, like, again, tangential and irrelevant? That's fun. Is onboarding? It would have been nice. This is funny. I like you. Okay, so this looks like I was gonna say like a new employee onboarding because again, that's like the one context I keep thinking about when I see the word onboarding. But instead of a person, it's a company. Is have you helped me at all here? Let's see. A structured program that gets a customer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So sorry, I should read continue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. RevOps? What is that? Revenue operations. Wow. Okay. Um, what is place? What do you do? Okay, so what I'm reading, sales, 0 to 1. That's probably not the right term. Um, sales is, I have no idea what your product is, but I've heard about it. Okay, that immediate contradiction. I am a person in the company that wants your product. I am the champion of your product. You are using arrows connected to HubSpot because assumption that's like what all these things use um, to guide me, the champion, through um, like getting my company to purchase your software, assuming. Uh, and then once we shake hands and close the deal, sales is done. Now we're on to onboarding, which is how do we now that like we've shook hands and we're now a customer of yours, how do we use your software? Like how do we get started? Um, correct? Um, that's what I'm reading here. The vault. The vault. Whoa. There's a lot of you got a lot of blog posts here. Oh my goodness. You guys ever use NA10? I keep bringing this up. I've not built anything with it, but like yeah, there's this presentation that I unfortunately slept through that was about this. Apparently, it was very good. There's also Lindy, um, which ha okay, which has a bunch of. Why did I download something? Uh, I don't know. Sorry, it is late, but whenever I think of pipelines and moving things in graphs, those were two things that came to mind. NAN and this actually looks like a transformer graph or something. Uh, like this would have been one of their older ones. This one maybe? Yeah, probably this one. Oh, this one definitely. No, this isn't it. What am I thinking of? Is it transformer circuits? Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is an extremely indulgent tangent, but this stuff is what I see when I see this. Okay, I think I'm confident enough to spitball on both of these, or at least like have a cursory understanding of it. Oh, by the way, for this thing, check this out. So, working with Cursor and other AI tools will be a core part of how you learn and build product at Arrows. Have you seen this? Uh, oh, this is not the most recent one. There's a thing by Meter, like this came out yesterday, so it's like, uh, peer review and all that still needs to happen. But um, basically, they tested 16 developers, um, and they gave some AI and they gave some not. And using AI slowed them down by 20%. with that said, there are important like caveats to that. Specifically, um, uh, they identified stuff where it's like, um, you know, you do not provide evidence that AI systems do not currently speed up many or most software developers. Um, like the specific setup was like really specific. It was like um, the devs, the repos were really large and like highly opinionated. Um, I don't know what opinionated means, but like I was discussing it with someone and they dropped that and it seemed like something you would say here. Um, yeah, large and complex repos, um, implicit repo context, stuff like that. So yes, like I agree, this stuff is good. Um, I think it's good not when you're learning initially though. Uh, just my opinion. Um, I'm not a doomer on AI by any means. I uh, I think it's important to know the bounds, though, and realize that those bounds will always change because these things always improve. Um, yeah. Okay, so is this a separate product? Because these two seem to like two separate uses of arrows. I like the logo, by the way. It reminds me of Vizio, their old logo. What am I thinking of? Sorry, there's this like happy little guy that looks like a TV. That sort of looks like that. Okay, even when I'm not thinking about a specific deal, arrows is. So is this just you put AI into the sales room and onboarding plans, or is this a separate thing? This looks like a separate thing. Do you buy this separately? Oh, you use Anthropic. Very good. Because I know OpenAI has that whole New York Times lawsuit thing going on, and that affects how they're able to do that. Whoa! Sorry, I'm used to like consumer level stuff, but this makes sense. Um, yeah, sorry, I'm used to like your McDonald's will be $5 a month. I don't know why I said McDonald's, but you know what I mean? Mickey money. Um, do you guys actually change these out? Are these actually trending? That would make sense. How much time we got? 5 minutes. Yeah, we're just exploring now because I think I have a handle on the main two, and this one is much shorter and seems to just integrate into the sales room and is like an optional add-on. Yeah, this is really important. Dude, you guys are like an Ouroboros of like HubSpot stuff. What is going on? Let me look at your other stuff. What is RBP? No, not you. Roofing business partner? Consulting to roofing companies. What is that? What is JavaScript? Oh, it takes you to the top. Okay. But why does it look like that? Does it look better in Chrome or something? I'm not currently on it. No, it looks the same. What is that? Okay, okay. We're messing around now. We're messing around. Um, okay. I don't need you to be here right now. Because I opened Chrome. Yeah, so this is an extension I use to, oh geez, I really don't need to do this right now. This is an extension I use to like block stuff and potentially like my entire computer when I need to focus. Um, yeah, we're gonna leave that off because I need to be using my computer right now. Is ChatGPT like an SEO term or something? I have no idea what I'm talking about when I say SEO. I just know it means that Google really likes your stuff and will serve it to people. Okay. Um, we're gonna leave this. We're gonna leave this. Um, we're gonna leave that. This is freaky. Okay. This is not correct because I'm a guest. I'm gonna probably stop the stream because this cold turkey thing is gonna keep popping up. Hello, mister. You're smiling. I'm gonna leave you there. Okay. I think I understand what you guys do now, and it only took me an hour. But also, I am new to uh like software as a service slash B2B ecosystem. So there's a little bit of that going on. Anyway, hope the stream was enlightening. Um, uh, oh, I don't want you to see my subscriptions. That's weird. Uh, let's do this. Get out, get out. Wait, there's a viewer. There's a viewer since 10:20. I don't know who you are, but I hope you like the stream, Mr. or Miss. Um, okay. Uh, yeah, my laundry's done in a minute. Hope you've enjoyed learning about this company with me. Um, yeah, they seem fine. This seems cool. Um, yeah, I guess questions I'd ask are like, do you intend to do CRMs other than HubSpot, or is that a stupid question? Um, what is the next, what is the current round of features that you're doing? What does the growth look like? And yeah, because this seems like a pretty solid product. I don't know like what more you'd add to it other than like keep updating it as HubSpot updates. Um, yeah, I'd be curious on like what the future looks like with this thing, I guess. Yeah, like is this Arrow's intelligence thing new? How well built out is it? Because it seems pretty well built. Um, yeah, okay, that's my laundry and that's my time. Hope everyone has a wonderful night, or whenever you're watching this. See you around. Goodbye.